Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Pete, and let's do part 3 today of my CD collection tour. So we finished up partway through the Amorphis discography with part 2, so we'll just keep going with that and see where we end up. So next up with Amorphis we have Tuanella, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is a digipack version that was released by Nuclear Blast rather than Relapse. Moving on from there, we have the, I guess it's a compilation CD called Chapters. It came with a DVD as well. They had a few video clips on it, so 2-disc set. Yeah, it's got stuff from the beginning right through, which is pretty cool. I think I've just got that because of the DVD, so I already had all the other stuff. Then we have Amorphis. This one's on digipack. I'll just go through these Amorphis ones pretty quick. It's hard for me to say which one I like the most. Obviously Elegy was in the last video, and that was my favorite. Far Beyond the Sun, or Far From the Sun. Far Beyond the Sun is an Yngwie Malmsteen song off his first album, if I remember correctly. Far From the Sun, that's one that I've spent a lot of time listening to. I just find Amorphis are pretty consistent with their stuff. Just each album's really solid. Then we have Eclipse, that's a digipack as well. Then Silent Waters, again on digipack with a bonus track. Here we have the Forging the Land of 1,000 Lakes. This is a 2 CD, 2 DVD set with a bunch of live stuff as well as video clips. I should watch that again because it's a great concert. I think one of my friends from a Finnish band is actually said he was at the show that they recorded that at. Then we have Magic and Mystery, Magic and Mayhem, which is re-recording of stuff off the first couple of albums. Cool, but I kind of like the earlier crusty stuff. Just I don't know why. There's just a certain charm to those older, crappier recordings. From there we have The Beginning of Times. It is The Beginning of Times, isn't it? And then we have Circle. It's a deluxe edition, which comes with a DVD as well. It's got like a making of doco on the DVD. Then we have Under the Red Cloud. I'm just reading these to make sure I don't sound dyslexic as I'm reading out the names. Then Queen of Time. I think I've got this one on vinyl as well, which I managed to score cheap. Just all solid albums. And Halo as well. I think that was the last one. And they've got, I think there's a new album due out this year if I'm not mistaken. That one's a digi. Just all really solid stuff. Moving on from there, we have a mini CD from a band called Amorphis, if I've pronounced that correctly. It's called The Trollish Mirror. It's kind of a I guess sort of black metal, Viking metal kind of thing, if I recall correctly. Recorded back in '97, so it's quite old now. Then we have Annihilator, Dreams of Death and Dismay, death metal band on Season of Mist. Kind of brutal, just cool. Haven't listened to that in ages, so I should do that again. Then we have Eternity by Anathema, or Anathema, however you want to pronounce that. I need more of these guys to actually listen to because I really quite enjoy it, but I've only got that one and Alternative 4. Fragile Dreams is my favourite off that track, plus off that one, plus got some bonus tracks. Like I said, I need more of their stuff in my collection. Then moving on, we have some Finnish black metal in the shape of And Oceans. This one is the Dynamic Gallery of Thoughts digipack. Came out and went in the 90s, 98, so sort of a bit later on after that real wave of black metal sort of started to hit. And then we have the Symmetry of I and the Circle of O, or is it the other way around? Yep, I got it right. This one was 99. Both of these are cool black metal albums. I need to get the ones that they did after that. It went a bit sort of weird industrial electronic stuff on AmGod, and I haven't heard Cypher, so I don't know what that's like at all. Then their return was Cosmic World Mother, back to their black metal roots, which came out, was this 2020. They've released one more since then. I think they're working on another one, so I need the latest one as well. Moving on from there, we have it's a split CD called And Then There Were Three, which features Corpse Carving, which I think were Tassie guys. I think it had forget his name, Tom, young Tom, maybe Pryor, I'm not sure. It was the Corpse Carving guy, Twitch of the Death Nerve, and Bludgeon. It was a three-way split on Life Fluid Productions, which was a label out of Launceston for old friends of mine. I know Corpse Carving were a three-piece, so yeah, but Tom Pryor was the guy. He used to come into a shop I worked in Launceston all the time to hang out and stuff. From there we have Angra, Fireworks. When I heard a song off this, and I can't remember what song it was, but there was a description as a mix of Halloween and Dream Theater, so they got me with that one. Kiko, who ended up in Megadeth, that was his band, if you've heard that at all. Then there's Rebirth, another Angra album, came out a couple of years later. That's a really good one as well. They've released a ton of albums, but I don't have many of them. And Temple of Shadows, so they're the three Angra CDs in my collection. From there we have Animals as Leaders. This is just self-titled. Yep, their first album there. I think most people probably know it's that sort of instrumental, genty kind of stuff, and I'm throwing that one away. And this one's Weightless, just on a digipack. More instrumental, do you want to call it gent, shred, whatever. And then there's the third one, The Joy of Motion. I listened to the first one a lot. The second and third, I was just kind of buying them because it's like, oh yeah, I need to get the next Animals as Leaders albums. Again, need to listen to them. From there, actually, I've got another one. What's it called? The Madness of Many. I can't even remember what that's like at all. Alright, looks like I'm going to listen to some Animals as Leaders later. Moving on from there, we're going to get into Annihilator. First album, Alice in Hell, absolute classic. The first three Annihilator albums for me, they're just brilliant in just about every way, but kind of different singers and stuff. So then we have Never Neverland. This one's probably my favourite. Love the first album, but I think Never Neverland is just that extra little bit for me. Then there was Set the World on Fire, very commercial at times. Probably if they had a different band name, they could have been massive on radio. That was probably a little bit too late when this came out in 93. If they released some of these songs 3-4 years earlier, they could have potentially been huge. And it's kind of, I did see that Jeff Waters apparently writes, or ghost writes for a bunch of other artists and stuff, and maybe get some big fat paychecks out of that, but I haven't seen who he's writing for. I did hear about some supposedly big country rock stars in the US, but can't back that up. And then lastly, for part 3, we have Bag of Tricks, which is a collection of demos, some live stuff, some bonus tracks. It's cool. There's the song track 11, Fantastic Things, is another one of those really commercial songs. It's got a great guitar solo in it that was done by the other guy in the band. I think his name was Dave. It wasn't. I think Coburn was the singer at the time, and Dave, and might even be sang by the bass player. Forget his name. Anyway, there's that one. So that takes us up to the end of part 3. I will, once I finish this, I'll get onto Discogs and check to make sure all of these are logged in, so I can get on top of everything there. I think most of them should be, but if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Until next time, take it easy. I am over and out.